Decision making. The Sonic 2 for $5 menu.
Sonic.
When you donate and shop, good will happen.
Without question, we are now getting into the busiest and I hope happiest season of the year. How can you not enjoy the holiday time here in the Tennessee Valley? But we know quite well it can be full of stress, and we want to alleviate that for you a little bit, give you some financial advice and some just good, sound, common sense advice with Garry Thurman. He is back on the show. He, of course, has Guardian Investment Advisors. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Julie. Thank you.
We were kind of joking and saying that you wear many hats.
I do.
But they're all hats that you enjoy wearing.
They are. You know, today we're at the American Heart Association here in Chattanooga. This is a environment I've been involved with for many years now, to the point of being on the ELT team, as we call it, to chairing the Go Red event with my wife back in 2020. So we really love the American Heart Association.
You know, I'll stick with the American Heart Association part of it for a second, and then we can talk a little bit about money.
Sure.
But on the timing of our conversation with the Heart Association, some people would think, well, why aren't they talking about it in February? That's Heart Month, or May for Go Red for Women.
Right.
But you were talking with me about something called the Red Circle.
Yeah, because it's Circle of Red.
Circle of
is
Red.
what it's called. And it's such a great way for people to get involved. If you're one of those people out there and you just don't know what to do as far as, I want to give back to something, the Circle of Red is a perfect opportunity. You get to walk the stage at the luncheon, and it's a very low cost to be involved as well, but it's a tax deduction. So it's a great way for people to get initiated to what the American Heart Association does and the actual Go Red event.
So you do a lot at Guardian Investment Advisors with helping women. You like to help couples and men and everything, but women kind of hold a special place because you shared with us before that women still don't make as much money as men, dollar for dollar.
Yeah.
They tend to be more caregivers, so they pull out of the workforce sooner.
Much earlier, yeah.
And then heart disease, you add into that, is still the #1 killer of women.
It's the #1 killer in all women, cardiovascular disease. And that's, if you look at, you know, everybody thinks about cancer, which cancer is awful. We all know that. But if you look at all types of cancers, heart disease still kills more women than all of the other cancers involved.
Right.
1 in 3 women will actually die of cardiovascular disease. So that's, you know, I got a mom, I got 2 sisters, and that's why I'm so involved with this group. Because it's all about educating, and that's something I love about this organization, is they educate year-round. February is Heart Month, Go Red is in May, but it's a year-round goal to touch as many women as they can and educate them on heart disease.
So we live in a time where all of us are under stress. So that if you're having a conversation with friends and saying, I got to cut down my stress, they're going to go, oh yeah, right, join the club type of thing. But there are levels of stress, and people don't always, Chris Lassar at Vascular Institute, which you're also, I know, a supporter of, will always talk about knowing your numbers. Know your numbers. Yeah. Your blood pressure, people don't always realize how high it can get.
Yeah, I'm a victim of blood pressure. You guys were talking about me being all wound up earlier, but it's just part of your health. You've got to know those numbers, and it kind of ties in with the money with females as well, because you are a caregiver in most cases. You know, you've cared for your children, get them through college, and all of a sudden your parents are aging. You may have to leave the workforce to take care of them. So you need your heart to be healthy, and that's why it's so important to know these numbers.
So I was thinking about you the other day, honestly, and the name of the business, which is Guardian Investment Advisors. And all of a sudden I had this kind of aha moment that that's what you're doing. You are the guardian
that's what we do.
of people's money.
Yeah.
But it's not just their money, it is their investments. And so I think you had shared with me before that you look at kind of a well-rounded portfolio for people. That's not always just stocks and bonds. It could be other things too.
We don't do things one way. I call it a cookie cutter plan. You know, a lot of other firms out there, they like how they do their thing, and that's what they go with for their clients, where we actually are going to work as a team and find the best solutions for our clients. I was talking to some folks in here earlier about everybody's worried about the market. You know, we've been in a volatile time, and I think 2023 could be as volatile, if not more. So right now, it's a great time to sit down, put a plan together. That way you don't have to worry about, you know, the market downturns.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Each case I know will be its own individual one when it crosses through your door. But none of us is on Wall Street to control what happens up there. But to that point of diversifying your investments, you're a big believer in long-term health insurance?
Big time, yeah.
I mean, this might not be your thing exactly, but even just having a life insurance policy.
Absolutely, absolutely. When people come in and see us, the number one fear in America is running out of money, and that's male or female. We're living longer now. We're staying healthier, hopefully. So running out of money is a concern. The number two concern now is getting sick. You know, when you look at the average cost of a adult care out there, I mean, just you know, it's going to start around $4,000 to $5,000 a month. It can get all the way up to $10,000 a month. So you got to have your health in line as well. Life insurance, I think, is the most wonderful thing anybody can have. It's the least expensive way to take care of your loved ones, take care of a charity.
Right.
When you pass, where do you want that money to go? Life insurance is such a wonderful thing, and we're big believers in it.
So I'll circle back to the blood pressure idea, or any other part of your life where you might feel stressed out or not being very healthy, is if you have your house in order, so to speak, that's just one less worry.
It is.
To cross your pillow at night.
We use a phrase called sleep insurance a lot. So, you know, we want people to go to bed at night and not worry about what the market's doing. They've got Team Guardian on their side. Even with their Medicare planning, I think Medicare planning is so important for folks. And again, especially for women, because women tend to live longer, right?
Right.
So you got to make sure you're on the right type of Medicare plan as well.
That's worth pointing out because we did focus on the heart disease and how it is the number one killer of women. But if you look at us statistically, we do live longer.
You do
than
live
men.
longer. Yeah, you live longer. But as we talked about on some of our other shows, women usually make less money than men. You know, they usually have to leave work earlier because they're the caregiver of their parents. So it's so important to have your financial house in order along with your health house in order.
I think what keeps some people, especially when you're raising your children, which
Right.
by the way, you enjoy seeing people in their 40s.
I love it.
Coming through
It's
your
a lot
door.
of fun, yeah.
But I think there can be an embarrassment factor, like I don't have a lot of money saved up yet, so is he going to judge me for walking
Correct.
through the door? Not the case.
No, we're open-minded. We love helping all folks. If you step through our door, we're going to do everything we can to help you out. Even if you're just getting started. I was just talking to Bennett here about that. What can you do outside of your 401k to start putting money back, and how should you do that? Education's key, and we're going to educate you if you're 25 or if you're 85 on how to manage your money.
Once you start saving, it's a kick.
It's actually, you get a rush.
It is a good rush.
Yeah.
I was asking you before the lights went on for the cameras if once you begin to get involved with things, because you know we've talked to him so far at Morning Point and at Vascular Institute, now the Heart Association.
Right.
Once you started doing it, was it easier and easier for you to say yes to this community outreach?
Absolutely.
And the same is true for saving your money, right?
Absolutely. It's so important for us to be involved in our community and give back. That's the way my mom raised me, so that's why we're so involved with these charities out there. But it's so important to have that peace of mind about your financial situation as well. Again, we're in volatile times, and we need to make sure we have a team on our side.
You're not telling people to not go Christmas shopping.
Oh no, go Christmas shopping.
Go Christmas shopping. But when the rush is over, I'm sure your phone rings a lot. So for New Year's resolutions, looking ahead, it's a great time to give you a call.
Yeah, January, February is always a crazy time for us. We're always busy. People have, you know, ideas of things they want to do. And something else I just like, since it is December, think about charitable giving right now. If you're looking for an extra tax write-off, make a donation to the American Heart Association or whichever charity you choose out there. But now's a great time to do that.
Garry Thurman, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You can find him at Guardian Investment Advisors, their phone number right there on your screen, and watch for more of how you can be involved too with the Circle of Red.
Absolutely.
Maybe you'll have a chance to meet Garry in the process.
That'd be great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You love where you live and know you're not ready for a move. Mobility at Home can build your dream bathroom with a walk-in tub or a barrier-free shower to ensure you enjoy your home for years to come. Call Mobility at Home today. We make everyday life accessible.